So let's go, let me take my scissors and see if I can cut the excess off. So that'll save us a little time. Let me, really quickly, let me get this. Okay, so I did, and I thought I was recording, I don't know what happened. I was trying to show you guys how I actually took the excess off. I used nail clippers to clip off the ends there. And then I used my file to get the excess silk wrap on the edges off as much as possible, because you don't want that to interfere with how nicely the nail will lay once you dip it in the powder and everything. I thought I was recording it. I'm not sure what happened, but when I ran it back, it wasn't there. So note to self to be more careful when I do that. So now that the silk wrap is on the damaged nail here, good, we're going to, and bear with me guys, because I'm trying to do this and shoot it in real time for you guys so you can see everything. Let's go ahead and open the powder so we won't have to do that. And what I'm going to do is, instead of using these, I'm going to use the glue that came in the actual packaging, because that's what we're supposed to do. When I thought about it again, I'm like, okay, I've already used the glue for the, oh wow, you know what, we might be in trouble here, because my daughter has managed to use this up and it's stuck. Wow. And see, this is, and I don't think I have any more. So now we have to pause and wait. So I'm back. I had to take a break and run out and buy more gel glue. I actually went to Kroger's and they were out. Apparently the Kiss went on sale and it was bought out, but I was able to find this kit here at Walgreens. So essentially the same thing. You get the gel glue, in which in particular, I know I have glue, but this is a gel glue, and I think that makes a big difference, so I didn't want to take a chance. The activator and some kind of brush cleaner. This is new in here. So this is what I'm going to be using. I'm going to pop this open in a second. Now I have two activators here from previous kits that I have, and as you can see, one of them has turned really yellow. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this one away, because I don't know what that yellowing of it means, and we're going to go with the new activator that's in this kit. So also, while I was off camera, I went ahead and applied the silk wrap to my thumb. Let me back it up a little bit. I applied it to my thumb, pointer finger, and the next to last finger. So I decided to just go ahead and do the pointer finger, because like I said, it's susceptible to break over all my nails. So bear with me 1 second while I open the package. Okay, so I've got the package open now. A couple of things I want to say is that I've watched a lot of videos on how to do this, and this is what works for me. Do what works for you. I have seen creators use tea bags to do patchwork when they've had a crack in their nail. I prefer to reinforce the entire nail versus doing that, because I think it's better. Strength in numbers and, in the amount of nail that you cover to keep it, strong. But do what you will with that, as well as, let's be clear, my nails can grow. I can grow long nails, obviously. However, the trick is we want to grow all of them long at the same time. So that's what we're trying to achieve by doing this. You could not do this. This is just what I decided to do. And I guess you too, if you're watching this video. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I guess the girlies are getting ready for New Year's. That's why all of the product in Kroger's, because normally they have a lot, has been sold out. Like I said, it was on sale, and everybody's got the same idea that I got, which is I'm going to do my own nails. instead of, you know, going to the nail shop. Saves you money. So I'm going to do one nail on camera, which obviously is my thumbnail. We're going to do that one. The powder is already open here. As you can see, it looks a little pink, but it goes on clear here. So really quick, let's just go ahead and paint the gel glue on. And you want to get it all over the nail. And as you can tell, as it soaks through, it soaks the entirety of the nail and the silk wrap. I want to get it good and wet all the way to the edge, because you don't want to leave any part out, because if you do, it will lift and you will have to redo it. Again, this product is highly flammable, and I would encourage, and I would do it in the future, to wear a freaking mask when I do this, because this crap is burning my eyes. Okay, so that's done. Now I'm just gonna give it a second here to get a little tacky. Another thing that I'm gonna do afterwards is, of course I put the regular glue on the crack, but underneath where the crack is, I am also going to put a dab of glue as well on the nail to reinforce it underneath. So that I will do also, and it looks to be tacky. So we're going to go ahead with the powder, and we are going to, and I try to do it flat so that it doesn't create a bubble or anything like that as best that I can. And remember, I only dip once. You can dip as many times as you like, but of course, as you dip it, it's going to make the nail thicker and thicker. I prefer the lightest. That looks to be pretty good. Might have got a little lift right there. Let's just here, try and cover that some more. Okay, so we'll give that a second to do what it's going to do. I wish I had got that better on the side, but I'm not gonna dip it again. So at this point, what we'll do is we'll take the little sponge and we will brush off the excess powder. We pretty much have a pretty good formed nail there, as you can see. Like I said, I wish I'd have got it better on this side. Next time I'll try and do better with that. Okay. So then we want to take, and I'll use the new activator, if I can get it open. Here. And okay, there's no brush on that one. Do I have a brush? I do. I have a brush here. I tell you, when you have daughters, just know they get into everything. So I can tell she's used this. So I'm gonna brush on. This activator is quite different than the one I've used previously. It's much thicker, whereas the other one was much more liquid-like. But okay. So we're gonna put that on. Maybe that's why they have the new brush cleaner thing, because you don't actually put the brush in there. So we're gonna put this back on here and we're gonna let it dry, and I'm gonna come back. All right. Again, that's how the nail looks. Pretty transparent and see-through. A little grainy looking, but you know, if you wear polish over it or put a good clear coat, we'll do all of those things on it, you could barely notice. All right, be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back. So while I was off camera, I went ahead and did my pointer finger and this finger as well. I've applied the brush on gel glue, as well as I dipped it in the, where is it? I dipped it in the dip powder, and now we are waiting for them to dry. I actually use both activators because I'm just a curious cat and I wanted to see what it would do. So on the thumb, I use this brush on activator, which is more nail polish like. It's very thick. And then on the other two fingers, I use the regular activator that's more liquid that I had before. And what I can tell you with the difference is that with the one that's more polished like is more pliable. Like it's still, I can tell it's still kind of wet, whereas with the old one it's dry already. It's dry already, and I could probably go ahead and file these two nails, whereas this one I'm still waiting on it to dry, which is really weird. I don't like that. I wanted instant gratification for it to be done, so I'm not sure what's that about. I'm gonna read on the box to see what it says, but essentially I'm gonna go ahead and file these other two nails while I wait for the thumbnail to dry. Hopefully it dries fine and I don't have to reapply it because it's not setting like I want it to. Yeah, it doesn't say anything on here. So I really don't want to have to soak it off and start over. I mean, I will if I have to, but yeah, that's what's going on with there. And this whole session might have to be in a couple of different parts. It's getting dry because it's going to be rather long, and I don't want to miss any spots or pieces. Get my glasses out of the frame here. I broke my glasses, so I'm wearing these old frames that I had laying around until I get my new ones. But I don't want to miss anything or miss showing you guys anything that I've done to the nail off camera. So yep, so this is essentially, that's how hard it is that I can use the emery board on it already to file and shape the nail. This is really kind of hard to do while I'm talking to you guys at the same time, but I will do my best. And I'll only file up to my natural nail. I won't, you know, because there was some extra fabric at the end, and that's the purpose of, you know, using the file to file off the extra, because you will need some of that when shaping the nails at the end to make sure you don't file your own natural nails unless that's what you want to do. I don't, because I'd already filed my nails to where I wanted them to be. So you want to get underneath. I'll just do this one on camera and then do the other off camera because it's essentially the same process. We just want them to look as natural as possible. I might even paint these nails just for the purpose of this particular instruction. I think that looks pretty good. Now we'll do some buffing and some other stuff to the nail to really smooth it out. I know that doesn't look very nice at the moment, but once we're done, this one actually turned out the best, if you ask me, so far. But I have to file it also still. Let's touch this one. Let's see. Well, I guess I could file it. I still think it's a little wet, but you can file it already. But just beware with this particular set, it comes with a polish-like activator, which I'm not fond of. I'm not. I'll just say it. Stick with the thing that works. See that extra fabric there? That needs to be filed off. But I'm going to do that off camera and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. I have filed the nails Look, you guys, it's dark out. So keep taking breaks in between doing these things. But what I was doing a moment ago was I'm taking my nail tool here and just kind of buffing up the nails to make it more smooth, because of course when you do the dip powder, it's going to have that grainy powdery look, and I find that when I do this, it not only helps shape the nails, but it also gives it a more natural look. And I just kind of, you know, nothing, I'm no professional again, but I just kind of take it over the nail and kind of smooth it out. I've already done this one pretty good, and I'm still kind of waiting on the thumbnail because I feel like it's still kind of tacky, but let's see. Yeah, it's still kind of, I do not like this activator that I used on here at all, because it doesn't make it very dry. I'm thinking maybe I was supposed to cure it. It didn't say for me to cure it, and I don't have a cure it machine, one of those ones with the light that you put your hand under. I think I'm putting enough chemicals on my hand without, you know, putting it under that UV light, which is not good for you either. From what I understand, I do read stuff. So right now we'll go with this. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know about this one. This one may have to be redone on a different day, but for right now we'll go with it. But yeah, I'm gonna finish doing this actually off camera and I'll come back. Okay guys, so I've already finished buffing, drilling my nail. I've also, like I said previously, under the underside of the nail where there was a crack, I put a drip of glue underneath the bottom there for reinforcing the nail underneath. And this is pretty much it, all that I'm going to do to the nails. So again, I only did the 3 nails on my right hand, the thumb, the pointer finger, even though the pointer finger had no crack. You know, sometimes we do this even when I do this even when there is no problem. Just a preventative measure for the future when it grows out longer. And this finger here, I reinforced with the silk wrapping and glue. Now, I did not personally like the way this gel activator performed. I probably won't be using it again unless I'm very desperate. I like the original better, and it is, all of these products are through Kiss. This is what I'll be using in the future should I have to reapply for the nail, because I do intend on polishing my nails, and sometimes after 1 or 2 or 3 polish changes, the sealing has to be redone, and that's just a personal preference of mine. But these are my nails currently. I guess I could go ahead, and I'm not gonna put color polish on it today, maybe later, but for right now we'll just go ahead and put top coat on the nails. I hope you guys have enjoyed my little, would you call it an instructional video? I don't think it's instructional. It's just a what I do to care for my nails, because I've done this quite a number of times. I know my nails and how they react and what I do in order to keep them long and strong and healthy. Works for me, but always do what works for you. And if you're not sure, consult a professional. I am no professional. I'm just a mom. I'm just a mom out here doing her thing, trying to save $1 here or there if I can. And plus, I enjoy doing my own nails. It's just one of those things that we women do, if you're into it, that helps us feel beautiful, if you will. Taking care of yourself doesn't cost a whole lot, doesn't take a whole lot to do, and I enjoy it. It's been a minute since I've done this. Like I said, I've been very neglectful of my nails, and I've not been taking very good care of them. So I took the time today to do this. I've been meaning to do it for weeks, but I didn't want to do it without showing you all what's been going on and what I was doing going forward. Now, this is a trick. After I've done my nails, it is hair washing day. For me, for my girls, for my son, everybody's hair needs to be washed. And I've already explained to you guys how this thing goes with washing hair and wet nails. And that's one of the reasons. That's another reason why I'm doing this, because I know that was coming up. And if I did not do it, I would be in some serious trouble. Like, these nails would be popping off. So I knew definitely it was time for me to do something to help keep them on and keep them growing long and strong, because washing 3, 4, 5 heads of hair will test even the strongest nails. And there we go. Now I will, of course, moisturize my hands once the nails are dry, but this is what we are working with. I am quite pleased. I hope you are as well. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please put them down below. Thank you so much for watching. Share my video to anyone you think may be interested. Share my videos with anyone you think that may be interested, so that I can get my numbers up and we can get it monetized. This video will probably come in 1, 2, maybe 3 parts, because it is very long. But again, I thank you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll see you all in 2025. Bye.